Hi, my name's Haley New, and this is my journal entry for Intimate Apparel. The first thing I noticed that I thought was really interesting is how the play as a whole comes full circle. Esther starts as the seamstress who is trying to complete all her goals and make ends meet, and after going through so many problems and trials, she ends up right back where she was. And I think this play just does a really good job of showing how even though you might want something so bad, it's just not right for you, and you're just going to end up right back where you started until you find that right path and start moving on. The second issue was values. I think the two subcategories were love and status, and this is for marriage. I think that Esther and Mr. Marks really encounter love because they're so romantic and flirty with each other, and Esther goes and she's writing to this man that everyone thinks so impractical. And status is more like Mrs. Dixon and Mammy, because they're talking about, okay, you need to marry a man who is going to make you happy, and so you don't have to work and you don't have to be a laborer's wife. And then I think Mrs. Van Buren is really interesting because she is married for the status, but her entire character is so romantic and she wants to have this passion with Esther. Now my next topic is the things that I didn't understand. The first one was the chups, and this is done by George Armstrong a lot when he's fighting with Esther and arguing, and it means sucking between the teeth. The next thing was dubby, and this is said a few different times, and it's referring to a ghost that's from African origin, which would make sense because most of the characters do have African ancestry. The next topic is diversity. And I think this play does such a good job of reinventing African American stereotypes and things. I mean, back in the lectures they were talking about how African Americans' only purpose was to serve, and they had said that a few different times. But really, Esther's character shows such a well representation of how passionate they are and how they have these amazing love stories, and this play just does such a good job of highlighting the drama of African American women. The next thing is stereotypes of African American and others, and I think stereotypes are everywhere. I mean, it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you can't let that embody you. The play does such a good job of showing how African Americans work themselves from the bottom all the way to the top. They're hardworking, they're loyal, they have these amazing friendships. Mr. Marks is a Jewish man, but he's so generous, and I just think this play completely goes against those stereotypes, and they are fading away every day and with every generation. So, just to conclude my video, I'd like to ask a few questions. First, why do you think that Esther wanted to get married, even though she was so well off and could be happy? Why does she think this is going to solve her problems? And the next one is, why won't Mammy get a more practical job? Thanks for watching.